Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brad. This is my weekly review of AMZY, AMZY. This will be a weekly episode where I cover what Yieldmax has done in their strike prices. So let's jump right into it. AMZY and Yieldmax sold the strike this week at 180. That's only 0.8% out of the money, approximately. Very close to the actual price currently of Amazon. They collected just over 16 cents per share for this call option. Again, very close, and it's significantly more than they collected in the last 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago it was just over 6. Last week it was just over 7. This week it's over 16. So you can see that they're getting a little more aggressive with their call writing. In Amazon news, let's report what is going on with Amazon. And I believe links below to the 3 articles that I read this week studying Amazon, what's going on with Amazon, and what everybody's saying. One's positive, one's negative, and one is, what did a big investor do this week? We're going to talk about Ray Dalio and what Ray Dalio is holding and his most recent purchase. So if you don't know who Ray Dalio is, he's the CEO of Bridgewater. We're just going to say probably a very smart man. What did he do? Well, Ray Dalio decided, hey, I got some extra cash sitting around. I'm just going to buy 1.5 million shares of Amazon. Nothing for him. I'm just flabbergasted sitting there going 1.5 million shares of Amazon. That's a healthy bite for myself. That increases his shareholdings to approximately 2.6 million shares. Again, link in below. He also had an addition of Microsoft to his holdings. We're not talking about Microsoft today, but just to let you know what he's done in the last few months, because this gets reported out so everybody knows what he's holding. In my research, I also came across the Peter Lynch chart. Peter was a long-term investor way back in the day. If you ever get a chance to read his books, I think they're a little outdated with the PE ratios, but okay. He has the PE ratio of 15. That's before maybe some of this equity has come into the market. Looking at this, though, there's one thing that stands out. Anytime the price is below the median PE over the last 15 years, it's probably a nice opportunity to acquire some. Not saying it is or is not. It just might be a nice opportunity. That's your decision. I'm only reporting what's out there. I should also state that Amazon's PE ratio is 31. Not the cheapest in the marketplace, but historically, this is actually at a 10-year low for Amazon. If you like this content, please hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. If we quickly look at the PEG ratio, right now Amazon is at 1.6. If we compare them to some of the other magnificent sevens, Microsoft is at 2.4, Google is at 1.3, and Apple is at 3.4. Gives you a round feeling that, hey, this might be getting closer to a fair market value. I like to do some value investing in the past. If I looked at discount-free cash flow, my number happens to be closer to the 200 range. So I'm going to put this as possibly a buy. Now, on the negative side, don't want to all give positive rosies. Another article, link in below, the gentleman did technical analysis. And what did this technical analysis tell him, and how did he come up with it? He comes up with it that Amazon is in a downward trend. And he gave a couple price targets on his downward trend, which were very valid. He circled the 160, he circled the 150 if it doesn't break out of the downward trend. Now, I believe somewhat in technical analysis. I went out to TradingView. I grabbed a couple charts myself so I could actually see. And I came up with, hey, MACD is moving forward. Besides that little dip the other day, August 5th, we all know what happened there. So MACD was in a positive upward trend, okay, but it has struggled to get it back above the zero line. But okay, we can understand this. I look at RSI. When I see the RSI as an average below 50, 30 is oversold, above 70 supposedly is overbought. Given it that make your own decision, I see it's below 50 as an average. I think that that's not the best entry point, but could be a fair entry point into Amazon. And I will go ahead and announce that I will buy one share on Tuesday when the market opens. So I can actually track this probably a little bit better being in my account, so I can actually see it. I will do 100% back into it. Whoop be kind of deal. It's cost me less than dinner the other day. But I'm going to go buy a share. I'm going to track it. I will also tell you that I'm going to buy a share of Curve on the same lines. They're only paying 12%, but they have had very good price appreciation also. They sell their calls a little bit different, and I'm going to do a review of Curve just in case you're interested in what they're doing differently and how they may compare to AMZY. So this ends this week's review of AMZY. In the future, I'll prepare a couple more charts, grab a little bit more information and put it in chart form for you. What we can look at is what they're selling it for, as in premiums, and that way we can have a kind of a guess of where we're going to end up. It's not exact. At the end of the day, we are going in the right direction. We might be choppy, it might be up and down. I should also stipulate that if I see the price run through that 180 strike before I get an opportunity to buy, I might hold off until next week. I don't want to buy something and it's already crossed the strike. But if the market opens slightly down on Tuesday, I might be able to grab something beforehand, and I'll be happy with that. That way it helps me track it, and it also helps me compare it against Curve. And for the price, I spent that much money on breakfast this morning. So until next time, God bless.